Our fighters are ready to lay it all on the line.
Let's get this mission started.
I'll take on all of you!
Round one. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Checking their opponent. Checks with a projectile. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? Lays on the pressure with the projectile. What are these fighters thinking now? The fighters take a step back to reassess. Time for a new game plan. There's a drive rush to throw the opponent off balance. So, a drive rush can really close the distance, putting moves that would otherwise be out of reach in that sweet spot to launch a surprise attack. Goes for the command grab. Taking stock. They're being absolutely relentless with this fireball pressure in the corner. Their life is looking critical, and they can add a little super juice into this combo for more damage. Player 1 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Tries to keep the pressure on the opponent by zoning with fireballs. Oh, talk about overextending. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Projectile to try and change the situation. Medium kick hit. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. Player 2 can't use any more drive without burning out. They gotta be careful with their remaining drive. Not much time left in this round. They are absolutely wailing on it. KO! Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Checking their reactions with a fireball? Fireball from very long. What's next here? Player 2 kept their drive gauge topped off through that round and still took the win. Guess they didn't need it. Things are slow going right now, but we may see someone speed things up soon. Keeping track of the opponent's movements, waiting for a good opening. Sonic boom! Player 1 creates a target lock and scoop. From low heavy to smart stuff, poking at that range to zone the opponent. Checks him with the boom. Zones with springs forward with the drive rush. Closes the distance. Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be over soon. Plenty of time left for some drama. Still lots of time left in this fight. Sonic boom! This is the ideal range to utilize the fireball game. Watching each other carefully. Who will make the first move? You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Blocks the low kick. Somersault kick to take them head on. Forward rush. A clean KO. Nice meter awareness.
No remorse!
You need guts to pull that off. Player 2 faced a giant and walks away unscathed. What a win!
Round one.
Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Throws out a projectile. Gets the jump in. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? What are they thinking here? Low heavy hits. Mix up incoming. Well-timed command throw there. That drive impact is blocked. Checks them with the projectile. Player 1 can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. Brushes off the impact. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Player 1 chases them down. Checks them with the boom. Parries the projectile. Now what's the follow-up? Connects with medium kick. This is a critical point of the round where they just need to go for it. Player 2 can't use any more drive without burning. No, escaping that! Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Who's going to start things off? Perfect input on the Sonic Boom. Seeing how that round wound up very close, how will both sides tackle the next? This fight is just underway. What kind of game plan do they have? They decide to hang back and rethink their game plan. The good chance here to recover the drive gauge or figure out the next step. Got their eye on the air. Good job, hits them with a stop and pop. Good heads-up decision opting for the drive impact. Player 2 can't let their drive gauge run out. Yo, put that away. Sonic boom.
Just goes for it at this range. Big clothesline to knock him down. Ooh, yeah, kick in the gut. Setting them up for the Storm Buster.
We have Super Arts on deck. There's still a chance to turn this around.
The punish counter gives them a great opening here to do big damage.
Experiencing burnout.
Perfect input on the Sonic Boom.
Utilizes the parry here to try and establish the pace.
Are we gonna see a comeback here? Knockdown! Here comes the mix-up. Sticks out a kick.
Sonic boom.
Goes for the fireball, which is very strong at this range. Changes the pace with the fireball. This is a critical moment. Let's loose a boom. Both of them back off. Drive rush. Player 1, wall splat. That amazing never say die attitude got them the win. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Tries to make something happen with an overdrive arm. Perfect boom. Medium kick.
Sonic boom.
Which fighter will control the pace of the match early on? Player 1, can this drive bring them back? Burnout activates. Dangerous range here. Sobot to pin meets them air to air. Anti-air in the clutch. Let's loose a boom. This is gonna hurt.
Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible?
What are you jumping in for?
I've seen a lot of fights in my day, but nothing even comes close to this one.
It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Clutch, anti-air. Checks him with the boom.
Long-range fireball to break the silence. Checking to see how the opponent reacts to long-range fireballs. This is a clear sign that they're testing their opponent's knowledge and game plan. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Player 1 has the life lead. Time to sit on the lead. Good anti-air. What's the play here? Neither fighter can force the other to give up even an inch. They block the overhead, and time to do some damage after that wall splat. Player 2 is almost dead, but some clutch drive moves and a few prayers could turn this around. Gets some. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Burns the drive gauge. Both fighters are looking for a way to get in, but there's still time to feel out the situation. They're still feeling each other out. Shows a medium kick. Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. Player 2 can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation.
What'll happen here?
Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side switch. Target locked and scooped. Checks him with the boom. Looks, springs forward with the drive rush. Hits him with a stop and pop. They are really going at each other this round. The reads they make now will be key. They just won't stop switching sides. Boom! Fireball into the corner. They're trying to force the opponent into making a mistake. Let's loose a boom. Low heavy, but no go. Low heavy. Knockdown and in attack and whiffs. They're wide open. Sonic boom. Tons of space between the fighters now. What are they cooking up? Player 2 can't afford mistakes without that drive gauge. They gotta dig down deep here. Boom! Player 1 can't let a rare chance here. They gotta do something. This is gonna kill, no doubt about it.
Double summer!
Closes it out. Player 1 was an absolute beast in that match.
Round one.
It's not over yet. Let's believe it's time for that run back. Sonic Boom. Zones with the fireball. You know their fireball game is solid because they're only throwing it when their opponent can't jump them.
Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. What are they thinking here? Well-timed command throw there. Player one pushes the opponent into the corner. Huge opportunity here with no way to backdash out of danger. Long low attack hits. Very solid corner switch. Impact's a no-go. Takes a trip. Life lead opens up. That slight doubt is all it took. Player two on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Hopes with a medium kick. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Blocking a jump in attack means you're at a disadvantage, so they should be looking to anti-air instead. Hits them with a stop and block. Russian suplex, and that's gonna be a chunk of damage there. They choose to spend the meter to up the damage by a bit. Risky up-close scrap still going. Super arch on, this is gonna hurt. Both fighters planning something? Player experiencing burnout. Got him up against the wall and the stun is there. Boom! Crowns him from above. What's next? What a finish! Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this one. The last round. It's now or never. Big throws. That throw will do some good damage. Checks him with the boom. Hits the drive. Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. The winner will be the one who manages it best. This is where smart meter management is going to come into play. Our fighters will need to tread carefully. Boom! Solid anti-air. Oh man, this is a scary range. The overhead denied. Throws them. Can they use their drive to escape knockdown? Here comes the mix-up. Whoa! Critical art now? This is going to hit for a critical art. You gotta imagine that this is not only gonna wreck their life, but also their nerves. They don't have any leeway to make a mistake. Courageous grab! Are you serious? That comeback was unreal! We just saw this fighter play out of their goddamn mind there! They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Let's loose a boom. Checks him with the boom. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. You know their fireball game is solid because they're only throwing it when their opponent can't jump them. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Gets a chance with that jump in. Trips him up. A battle of egos on display here as neither fighter wants to give up any ground. That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up. This is where things will get interesting as the damage starts to pile up on both fighters. Throws them to negate the block. Somersault kick. Both fighters planning something? Sonic Boom. Overdrive art? One chance here may end this. Springs forward with the drive rush. Looking to plan him with a pile driver. What'll happen? KO! Player one with the first strike, but they can't get complacent. The next round is beginning. What's gonna happen now? Checks him with the boom. From up above. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Player one has a slight life lead. Drive rush to keep it going. Closes the distance. Looking to plan him with a pile driver. Both fighters planning something? Player experiencing burnout. Oh, they're in the corner now. Got him up against the wall, and the stun is there. Good instincts to spend resources while I solid anti-air. Their life is hanging by a thread. Blocking that. What a finish! We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Adds a bit of OD spice there. Brushes that off and keeps going. Easton with a Russian suplex. Carried to the corner. This may be bad news.
chases them into the corner and will now look to do some damage. With super arts into play, it's really anything goes at this point. This is where smart meter management is going to come into play. Our fighters will need to tread carefully. Boom! Shakes things up with a... This can lead to some big damage. Let's loose a boom! Gets into perfect fireball range. Excellent block! Ooh, you never know what can happen here. I assume the pleasantries are just about over. The pace of the round is going to pick up. Amazing! It adds a bit of OD sliceful. Sobot to pin him down. Player gotta do better than that. What are they gonna do? Both are ready to pull the trigger on their super art. Player 2 burns out. Pops him hard. Tries to make something happen with an overdrive art. Clutch, anti-air. A real test of nerves here. Stun City. What a finish! I've seen a lot of fights in my day, but nothing even comes close to this one. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Sonic Boom. Zones with the fireball. Looking to plant him with a pile driver. Parries to cancel the fireball. The move whiffs and they get nailed with a punch counter. What are they thinking here? On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Anticipates the overhead. Opts for the throw. Knockdown. Player 2 with a sliver of drive gauge left. They may be in for a tough time. If the drive gauge is completely empty, the player will enter burnout and won't be able to use drive for a period of time, so it's vital to not let that happen. Tries to keep the pressure on the opponent by zoning with fireballs. Player 1 chases them down. Just out of range for that throw. Player 2 is almost dead, but the clutch, hold your breath. They can't squander this punish counter chance. Shreds them with a Sonic Boom, wraps it up with a decisive combo. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? The jump-in is denied. Player 1 did a great job of maintaining their drive gauge during that last round. It's going to be even more important in this next round to keep that up to help strengthen their ground game. Sonic Boom! You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Medium kick hit. Smart play to stop the opponent there. Player 1 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Knockdown and... Player 2, this can lead to some big damage. And they create an opportunity for themselves because the punish counter gives them a great opening here to do big hit KO! Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.